AR-15s. Do you need one? Yes. That's it. Video's over. No, but today we're going to go over my rifle builds that I have because I want to show you guys and hopefully to give you inspiration about how to build your AR and what you can do. Now, I'm not really going to go into the philosophy of an AR-15, why you need it and what it's for, because I'd be sitting here for hours talking about that. The sky's the limit when it comes to building out your AR-15. You can do so much with an AR platform. You can even build it out to be a LMG-esque type with all the, you know, force reset triggers and the Lima 6 upper. I really want one of those. Or the other belt-fed upper that I'm forgetting. But ARs are just simply amazing. Chef kisses of firearms. But enough of that. We're going to go into what I have here. So, here I have a Mark 18 build. Mark 18. It's not an SBR, obviously. That's why the brace is there, because in my state, you can't own NFA items for whatever reason. So, I'm going to go from butt to tip. Here we just have some, whatever brand that is. Is it even going to focus? Whatever brand that is of a brace. Normal buffer system. On the back I have a B5 rear plate with a QD. Almost all my rifles have the QD mount right there. That's where I like it. Then I have an Aero Precision lower, an M4E1 lower with an Aero lower parts kit with Magpul furniture. The whole upper is Daniel Defense Mark 18. Then I have a Surefire 3-prong sitting up front. The non-suppressed version. They didn't have them. Can't even own a suppressor. NFA item, right? Here, it's kind of a new thing I bought off Amazon, a Modstrom light. Heard really good reviews on it, and the only reason I kind of bought it is because it has this swivel mount, like the Arasaka swivel mount. It's bright, it's nice. Light, and running the pressure pad through here too. Magpul grip that I kind of chopped in half to use as a hand stop to get that good clamp. Then another Magpul QD mount. Then I have a Nackstar riser, and sitting on it is my EOTech. I forgot which version, non-night visions, EXPS, whatever. Sitting behind it is my Razer Micro 3X. It's a really good magnifier. I like it. Good clarity. Now, the bolt in here is like an MBS bolt with charging handle because I have the Daniel bolt because it's a better made bolt in my AR-15 that I use more, which is that one. But the only reason I built this is because the upper was on sale. It was like it was like $1,000 flat compared to like $1,300. Where can you get these from? So saved an extra $1,300 on it. And then I put this custom paint job on it. I paint all my rifles. And like I said in my previous videos, I love the arts and crafts. Now when it comes to, it's a 10.3 by the way. Forgot to say it's a 10.3. When it comes to something like this, you're not really gonna punch out in range the best. Like, you can do it. There's a plethora of videos on YouTube of 10.3s pushing out to like 500 plus yards, but it's kind of not what it's made for. Made for, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna butcher the word. It's made for, not, I guess, CQB, but it's made to move around. It's not heavy, you know? It's easy. It can be maneuvered better. Why Mark 18s were built, I don't know. The Army wanted them for their special dudes. Special dudes. I don't know the history behind it. Pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Ooh, got this. One of my favorite bolt releases. The Radian. Just fat. You know, you can't miss it. Even if you want to slap it like an idiot who does that, you'll hit it. But this is a really nice build. Sort of flat shooting. It's not, for a 10.3, it's not that loud, in my opinion. But maybe that's just because of the ammo I'm running through it. But this is a nice build you can do with your AR. Yeah? Yeah? This way is one of the many ways you can build out your AR. Mind you, I will always say when you build an AR, you always need some sort of sight, whether it be a holographic like this, a red dot, or magnified optic of sorts. and a light. You need to know what you're shooting at, dark places. You need a sight because sights are just the gold standard now. So that's one way. This is kind of like my Frankenstein build. Bunch of different parts. This is my go-to rifle, and we'll get started. Love this rifle, very flat shooting. One thing that I want to upgrade, I'll show you it. This is an AR-10 that I'm in the works of building. This is the only, before I get into it, this is the only upgrade I want to show you. Is this. Sound mitigation buffer is what I want to put in this. This is for a 308, so it's not going to work, but, oh, it's made by Armispec. But I heard good things about this, so we'll see. They're fairly cheap too. Like 60 bucks for one. That's one of the upgrades I want to do to this, besides putting in a new trigger, because all of my triggers for the most part are Aero Precision military spec triggers. Which they're not bad, but they're not the greatest. You know, just, you know. So, in the back here, I got a Fab Defense stock. I don't know the exact version of this Fab Defense stock, but, oh wait, no. A GL Core Fab Defense stock. My bad. In the back, like I said, a B5 rear plate with the QD attachment. The lower is a milled out lower my father gave me. And sitting in that is Aero Precision trigger parts with Magpul furniture. On top is an Aero Precision upper. Sitting on top of that upper is a rear sight that I took from the arms room in the Army. I know. And sitting above that is just it's a LPVO from Cabela's. It's a Cabela's brand LPVO. Not the greatest, not the worst, but it's just what I got. That's what I mean. It's what I had. Always buy what you can afford. Don't, like, save for what you want. If you really want that expensive scope, expensive optic, expensive gun, save for it. Do what you want with your money. But also, you don't, just know you don't need it. You will get by and do fine with a PSA and all that type of stuff. Be wary of those type of things, but you will be fine. Don't fall into the, you need the Knight's Armament AR-15 Geisley upper. You can have that stuff if you want. If you can afford it, that's great. I know I want one, but you don't need it. You can build something like this. This is like a sub $1,100 build right here. But to continue, yeah, Cabela's LPVO, it's 1:4 or 1.5:4. Not the greatest. The reticle is decent. The illumination is poopy though. But I'm gonna upgrade it. It's a good starter sight. Sitting above that is a red dot. It's not the greatest red dot. I forgot where it's from. There's the brand marking. I don't know how well you can see that. But the reason I have a top red dot is because searching for stuff in a magnified optic, searching for a target or whatever you're looking for is really hard to do, right? And I don't want to do this number. Ooh, let me get back to 1x. I don't feel like doing that all the time. So I have the red dot on top because finding a target in a magnified optic it's not hard, but it's not the easiest thing to do. You can get lost really easily. So I have the red dot up top so I can find my target easier. I have a wider field of view, right? And then just bring my magnified optic on target. Just saves you some time. So here I have a Amazon QD mount. Hasn't failed me yet. As you know, I'm a big supporter here of Amazon gear, regardless of contrary. I don't care, dude. There's some steals on there, I'm telling you. I have an NBS handguard. I think it's a 12-inch handguard. 16-inch barrel, 12-inch handguard, I think, or 13, one or the other. Then I have these BCM M-Lock, not grips, but rail covers. I have these BCM rail covers, super comfortable. I love these things right here. And they're cheap too, like under 10 bucks. Got the Surefire dual switch for whenever my broke ass gets night vision and nods. And then here I have the old school, I don't think this is the name. It's a Surefire white light and IR is this, but it's a Surefire and I don't think this is the name, but I say A4. I don't know how well you can see it right there. Then I have a light cap. Under that I have a M-Lock bipod. It's a Harris clone. 16-inch government profile barrel, not the greatest barrel, but you can make by what you got. But I forgot this brand of flash hider, but it's nice. This is a pretty, I call this a vanilla build. This is kind of like the go-to build that people build out, the AR-15s, but it works. What I would love to put on this is a Night Force, but they're expensive. But this is the gold standard of AR builds, in my opinion. Not what I specifically have, but the concept, right? This is amazing. Love this build. Very flat shooting, especially if you put a better trigger and a better buffer system, it'll be even more flat shooting, but this is a good build. This is another way you can build out your AR-15, and this won't go wrong on you. Now, whether you go for 11.5, 14.5, 16-inch, 18-inch, that's all on you. I don't think there's a wrong answer. Just know the drawbacks. Just know the pros and cons of, you know, what you're buying. For instance, this is better ballistically than this, but this, you can move around faster and have more mobility with this than this. Even though it's minute, but still, this is heavier, this is lighter. This is better ballistically, this is not. This is better at range, like, because of the optic, this one is not. Weigh out the pros and cons of your build. Maybe someone would say the stuff I have on those is random. I don't know how to describe it. Like, don't have it be too cumbersome, you know? You can make a rifle very heavy, but who knows? Someone could say an IR with a light, with a magnifier, with a suppressor, and a bipod is already over cumbersome. It's really up to the end user. You know, when it comes to a rifle, you can't go wrong 90% of the time. There is that small 10%, in my opinion, where you could go wrong. You know, it's the world is your oyster when it comes to AR-15s. You can really, like I said, you can build it out however you want to something like that. You know, you can upgrade it a little and start building an AR-10, which is just an AR-15 in 308 or 6.5. Or you can build something like a Lima 6, which is a belt-fed upper, and then throw a binary trigger in it, and then there you go. Those are my builds. Hopefully it gives you some little inspiration on how to build your AR-15. But the key point is buy what you can afford. Don't fall into the metas of AR-15s. Don't fall into the traps of, oh, you need this, and you need this, and you need that. No. Do your research, buy what you can afford, and train with it. Dry fire a lot, then go to the range. I promise you, a shooter who buys a PSA gun or AR-15 for $700, throws a Sig Romeo on it for $150, and a Monstrum Light for $80, and trains with it, dry fires, goes to the range at least once a week, will do better than someone who just saved all their money to buy, I don't know, a Geisley build and only shoots it 3 times a month. Or 3 times a month. Only shoots it 3 months out of the year. Right? So, proficiency is the game here. With proficiency, you can beat out a lot of people. A person who's proficient in a lever action can beat out someone with an AR-15 in terms of accuracy and whatnot. So, buy what you can afford, train with it to the ends of the earth, and, that's it. Thank you.